What's going on with my... Hi, Mary. Thank you for joining me. How are you today or tonight? Are you working on any project today? Oh, you started on your red scarves. Oh, wonderful. I'm working on my second one. I finished my first one. It's just a ribbing. Thought that would be a quick one to do. I am on number 2 and I'm doing the chevron stitch for number 2. How's your weather where you are? We have a tropical storm that's passing over, so it's been raining on and off all day. They're up to number 19 now. I can't even keep count of how many have come our way, but they're on number 19. And football season is back in. So it'll be interesting to see how it goes. Hopefully nobody gets sick. Yeah, they can be different shades, any shades of red. And the description said they can be burgundy. What other? Well, I can't even think of the other red colors. But burgundy is the first one that comes to my mind. So it can be any shade of red, or if you have something that has a mixture of different reds in it, that's fine too. We had a I don't know, this male person must have had a mental breakdown because someone videotaped the I don't know if it was a man or a woman, because all you see is all of the packages being thrown out of the mail truck, and it's at night. So this person, they say the person was um, saying, "I this is why I hate this route," and she I'm guessing it's a she, but could be a he, but she threw out all of the packages. It was crazy. I said that person must have just had a mental breakdown at that point, and they were just sick of it all. Because I'm sure if they kept their job, it I would think it'd be a miracle. Because there was so many packages just being thrown out, and who knows, if something was fragile and was broken, but it was a mess. What design are you using for your scarf? I'm going to add the link just in case you want to come in and be on screen. I know using basic crochet. Yeah, I was thinking that was a crime too. I know postal workers are stressed out right now with all the changes and them not being able to work overtime. So all that stuff is just piling up, and that crazy person that they put in charge of the Postal Service is just trying to destroy it because he has all his monies with UPS and other carriers. So it's a shame. But I hope the person isn't prosecuted either because, these are some hard times. Nobody wants to be out looking for a job. I worked on, I set myself a goal for this week to get some stuff ready for to be put back onto my Etsy shop. So I did finish everything that I started for the Etsy shop. And I said I was going to make two red scarves. So I'm hoping I can finish this second one tonight. If not, I'll finish it up tomorrow. But I made this. Is it too much light? Yeah. You can see I made this hat for breast cancer awareness. It has the ribbons around it. Let me see. So much light. That's better. Yeah, I think that's better. Looks a little bit better. So that's what I was working on. Mm-hmm. And then I have a scarf with the ribbons. You can see that. And that'll be on my Etsy shop. Then I did just a plain beanie, a pink beanie. That's a quick and easy one. And then I did a beanie with University of Miami colors. So I'll put those on my Etsy shop. Then I made myself yet another mask. I finally found a pattern that I really like because I was making my mask just round, but I wanted something that would snuggle over my nose. And I saw, is it Brutilla? But I can't remember her name. And I watched her, but since she probably crochets a lot tighter than I do or whatever, I had to make it for me. So I was quite happy with how it came out. So this will be my mask to wear now that I finally put my little lining in there. I'll probably make some more, but I have to really look at it again and write out the pattern because I I totally forgot what I did because her pattern I couldn't do it her way, so I have to look at it. I think I started writing it down and then probably was working and didn't finish writing it down, and I have papers all over the house. I'm trying to consolidate and get organized. I donated a lot of my crochet stuff that was just sitting around. I used the past couple of years, I've been sending packages to my sister. She lives in Georgia, um, of hats and scarves. But with the cost of shipping now going up, 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 I was like, I'm just going to go ahead and donate it. Either way, it's donated, either to my sister or to someone else. Because I made the hats. She works at a nursing facility, I think for handicapped people, but I can't remember. Um, so I made the hats for them. So I've shipped two big boxes. And when I did my giveaway, I shipped that little box, and that little box was $16 just for that little box. So it'll be a while before I start shipping out anything else. So I'm just going to try to concentrate on getting some things made so I can add it to my Etsy shop. Oh, and that's the second one I did, my spider web poncho. The other one, the first one I made for my daughter. So I'm going to put that one on my Etsy shop as well. Do you enjoy football, or are you not a sports person at all? I love football. I'm a season ticket holder, but I won't be at any games this year. Somebody's got to get this country under control with this virus before I go and sit with the crowd. Even though they're only letting 13,000 people in, but that's 13,000 people I don't know. So I'm going to sit this season out. And hopefully next season we'll be back to some kind of normalcy. They're not having any tailgating. And that was the fun. So I'm going to have to cook myself a meal tomorrow and sit and watch the game. Hello, Charlie Berry. How are you today? Thank you for joining me. And if you didn't do a thumbs up, ladies, please do a thumbs up. I appreciate it. Are you working on anything tonight? I'm working on one of my red scarves. I already finished one. So I'm working on number 2. I plan to do 10 scarves to donate. Oh, you're Dallas all the way. Boo for you. Boo. Yes. See, that's the way I would do too, because shipping is crazy. I'm just, when I shipped that little box, I was like shocked how much it cost. I was like, man, this is crazy. But I think the pricing has gotten so out of hand because um, the post office has been fighting for so long to stay, what's the word? Profitable, I guess. I'm not sure. But and that's why the stamps kept going up, and then they locked in a price. I don't even know if that price is still any good. I still buy stamps, but of course I don't buy them as much as I used to because I don't I don't pay my bills via the mail. So I really don't need stamps that much. And I really don't send out cards like I used to. So yeah, that I would be piling it all up and sending it at one time, take that hit at one time. Ah, you're doing the Black Panther scarf. You go, girl. I got the Grafgam for Prince because I already did the Prince, the other one. So when I saw that one, when she was working on that one, I said, oh, okay, I'm going to do that and I'll have a scarf. But of course, I have yet to even start working on it because I have to get some other things. I have I'm working on another Grafgam, and I saw the video from something farm. I can't think of the something farm. Anyway, they did one of their gingham blankets, and I saw it. I was like, hmm. So I want to do a Grafgam for my mom, and I had done that love knot blanket but I was corner to corner, but it had so many strings, and I know I've said this a bazillion times, and I just could not. Those ends drove me straight crazy. And I thought about doing it again, um, and I did actually do it as a Grafghan, but it was so much smaller, and I would have to make such a huge border because she wants it for her bed, of course. So then I was like, okay, I'm putting that aside. So then when I saw this window pane gingham uh, um, tutorial, I was like, that looks pretty interesting. So now I'm going to try to see how that turns out, which is going to take up a lot of time. So I'm hoping I can get it done. Because the one Grafghan that I'm working on, I want to get it done by November, and then the one for my mom, I'm hoping I have it finished by December. And of course, somewhere in the meantime, I want to do my scarf. Hi, Dana. How are you tonight? Thank you for joining me. And if you didn't, please give me a thumbs up. Are you working on anything? I thought about doing that, the Black Panther one. I wore my Black Panther t-shirt yesterday when I went out, but I wasn't, it didn't come to me like the Prince one did. I saw the Prince one, I was like, yes, because I am a huge Prince fan. So if I make that scarf, even though I'm in hot Florida and we have all of probably 2 or 3 weeks of cold weather where you would probably actually wear a scarf or a hat or mittens or any of that stuff, I will be proudly wearing that scarf around my neck. The hard part is going to be trying to, because his face is in silhouette, so it's in black. To try to look at those little black boxes and try to keep track of them. That's the issue I'm having with the other Grafghan that I have, is those little black boxes. Oof. I did buy the lighted crochet hooks, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna like them or not, because I thought that light would be bright. Even when you dim it, it's still, if you turn that hook the wrong way, that bright light is right in your eyes. So, but I have it. It's a backup just in case. Never know, since I'm in South Florida and we having all these tropical storms. Who knows? One day I might lose electricity and I want to crochet. I have my lighted crochet hook, so it works out. Nothing else. It'll be a backup. What other Grafghans have you done? I like doing them, but whew, if you get a big one, your neck starts to hurt from looking down. I'm making headway on this. I'm hoping it'll be done. So I was showing Mary my, I keep trying to figure out this lighting. It's for breast cancer awareness. And I put the ribbons all around. So I'm going to put that in my Etsy shop. That lighting is bright. Can't even see it. So bright. But it's a pink hat. And I did my colors. That'll go in my Etsy shop too. And I did a plain pink one for the Etsy shop. And I did a ribbon scarf also. So those will be in my Etsy shop. And I finally did another mask for myself that snugs right around my nose, just what I've been trying to do for the past 6 months. And all of the tutorials that I've seen, none of them really worked for me. and I saw that one is Brutinella. I can't remember her name. Someone I've been following for a long time. She just got over 50,000 subscribers, and she had a giveaway. I'm not participating in the giveaway though. But she did a mask tutorial, but her instructions were not sufficient for me, so I had to make it my own, like I do with most patterns. I rarely follow um, the specific guidelines of a pattern. I either change the hook because I know I crochet looser than people. So if they start with a I hook, I'll go down to an H hook because I know my stitch is going to be a little looser. But I liked her pattern, but I have to look at that again, what I made, because I want to make a few more. But of course, I didn't write down what I did. So now I am in a quandary that I'm going to have to go and figure it out again. But it shouldn't be too hard because I at least can see this dark colors, the purple. But I love it. I was so happy, like yay! And someone, I posted it on my on Facebook. I know I posted on more than one page. But someone asked if I used elastic for the ear loops. I said nope. I'm a crocheter. I just crocheted my own loops. I don't. I try not to sew anything. It's hard enough for me to sew a lining into them. I try to get my daughter to do it, but she's a employed person now, so she's not around the house as much as she used to be. So I went ahead and sewed in my lining. I didn't make it all pretty like the video. She took the time to cut it out and make it the same shape and all of that. And I was like, that's too much work for Gloria. I just did it Gloria's way, sewed it in, same difference, just not the same shape. Was anybody on Little John's Yarns live today? It was so much fun. Shauna was on there. I just love the two of them. It's so much fun. And of course, they gave great information as always. And I've been, ooh, you know what? I just thought about, now this is how much I've done. But as you can see, I initially was going back loop only. And then halfway through, I started just well, you know what? It will not be back loop only because I am not going to frog all of that. So I'm going to go all the way. Let me see how many, 1, 2, 3, 4. So when I near the end, I'll do 4 rows of back loop only, and then at least it'll be the same on both sides. Oh, yeah, Mary, I remember you were in it. Yeah, you said hello to me. Hello, my cooking king. How are you? Glad you could join me. I hope you gave me a thumbs up. And I love that last recipe of yours. Like I said, if you cook it, I'll eat it. Glad to see your family really enjoyed it. Didn't you do that vegan thing and make it just like regular meat? But that looked really good. And if you all don't know what I'm talking about, Cooking with the Vegan Kings with the double Z TV, that's who I'm talking about. He does vegan meals. So if you are a vegan, vegetarian, thinking about it, that's a good channel to go to. Check out some new recipes. I still dabble in it. Every now and again, I'll do a vegan meal, so I still It's still fun. I tried it. I was good for about, I don't know, 3 or 4 months. Then I fell off the wagon. Went back to my eating meat ways, but I still none. I don't do the dairy because I have a lactose intolerance. So it was great to leave the cheese out of my diet altogether. So I just get the vegan cheese now, which works quite well. I get vegan ice cream, works quite well. I don't have the problem with the lactose. So I did get a win out of my few months of being a vegan. But I love watching his channel, and I love the chocolate vegan. That chocolate vegan. She's a funny lady. She keeps me entertained. I can be at work starting my day, and if her video pops up, I will watch it. Gets my day started right. Let me see. It takes time. Yeah, I did try. My doctor was the one that suggested it, and she told me to watch that YouTube video. Ooh, now I can't remember the title of it. I'm sure a lot of people have watched it, but it basically talks about the meat and how it's. Oh, what is it? Oh, fork to knives. Let me see. From knives to fork, something like that. I can't remember the title of it. Any recipe that I'd like you to make. I've seen, and I've always said I was going to try it, but I have yet to try it. Because the other vegan channel that I watch is Sweet Potato Soul. I think that's her title. But she does the cauliflower chicken, cauliflower like chicken wing thing. And I've seen the chocolate vegan also do it. But I have yet to try anyone's recipes. So let's see what your recipe is like. And I'm a minimalist when it comes to cooking. So if you can do it with like 2 or 3 ingredients and make it good, I'm there. 5 ingredients, I'm still there. After that, I'm lost. It's too much. It's just too much. I'm the same way with crochet. When I look at patterns and they have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 steps, forget it. I'm a 2, 3 row repeat person. They always look pretty, but that's a lot of work. Oh, Dana said you don't know what you would do without dairy. I don't even miss it. I've been drinking almond milk for years. I tried the lactose free milk. It didn't work for me. It was just it still was just like milk to me. And once I found the almond milk, I was set. Um, and then when I went vegan and I found that, oh, they have dairy free cheese, dairy free ice cream, I was so happy. So, so happy. All right, so I'm going to be looking for that recipe. Then I'm going to try to sweet talk my daughter into making it. And I was even with like my cornbread, actually made cornbread vegan style. I was quite proud of myself, and it tasted pretty good. I don't know who I saw that on. Someone, I don't know. I probably just did a search for it and found it. And I still do because I don't like dairy and I don't like eggs. So those things I can still do pancakes and waffles and don't have to have the egg and don't have to have cow's milk in it. So I'm good. I was very, very happy with the knowledge that I did get from being a vegan. I was on someone's channel like early on into doing it, and I was listening to her. I was like, whoa, she's extreme. I can't be that extreme with food. She makes a huge, huge, she's a raw person, more raw than anything. And she makes this huge salad. I mean, she puts everything in it. And that's what she eats throughout the week. So I tried that. I said, okay, I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it. Believe me, I'm a person that, what do I want to eat today? I'm not someone that can, I'm not a meal prepper because I may not want that. And it may sit in the house for 2 or 3 weeks before I decide, okay, yeah, I want that now. So I try not to do the meal prep because it really doesn't work for me. And if I'm in the mood for a salad, I'll have a salad, but if it just really sat in the refrigerator for until I dumped it. It was a waste of money at that point. And I hate a waste of money and waste of food. And I hate doing both of those. I don't like to waste money and I definitely don't like to waste food because what we all say, there's children in Africa starving. There's people right here in America starving. So I don't like to waste food. So I stopped that one right away. One time, one and done. But I do like seeing new recipes and I'll try them all the time. So I like variety of food. I've been since this um, pandemic started. I have not had any Chinese food. That's the only takeout food that I have not had since this pandemic started. And I really don't eat a lot of fast foods, but I would at least have Chinese 2 or 3 times a month, but not. They're starting to open up the bars here in South Florida. We're gonna see how that works. So every time they've tried to open it up, it's gotten out of hand. And they're of course following Labor Day weekend because they opened up the beaches. It's been raining on and off. I think it rained a lot Labor Day. But in South Florida, it depends on where you are. Some places are dry, some places are rainy. You can go across the street and it'll rain, and the other side of the street it won't be raining. So you never know. All the Chinese places closed in your area? Did they close like the business is gone, or did they just close because? Oh, you hate meal prep too? I do. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I know the Chinese people were stigmatized when this all came about, but you know, nobody knew much about this, and nobody was going to take chances. So I don't know how, because I don't go out very much. I go to the store for necessities, but 99% of the time I am in the house. I work from home anyway, so this wasn't a big transition for me. It just cut down on my social life, what little social life I had. Yeah, I know they didn't have anything to do with it. Hi, Yvonne. How are you tonight? Thank you for joining me. And if you didn't do a thumbs up, give me a thumbs up. You say I must be hungry. I'm talking about food. Actually, we have the Cooking Vegan King on, and that's why we're talking about food. Now, I ate before I came on because I know I'd be starving by the time I got off, and I didn't want to be that hungry. And then that's when you eat the worst. I made sure I ate before I started and got my cup of coffee. It's probably why I don't sleep well at night because I'm all caffeinated. But uh, they they say you should have no more caffeine after like 2 o'clock in the afternoon or something like that. I was like, oh well, I broke that rule every day. Oh, you do the keto? I've tried the keto. That's just too much fat for me. I don't know. I don't like that much meat all of the time. I don't like all of that. I don't know. I tried it. I failed at it. I have a friend of a friend. I mean, she's a friend to me now, but she did the keto, and I tell you, she lost a lot. I mean, it worked well for her, but she has it down packed. She knows exactly her. She knows her macros in and out. That's just too much work for me. Thank you, Cooking King. Yeah, I'm always supporting too, as I know this YouTube thing is no piece of cake. So when I see videos pop up, if I don't even watch the entire thing, I try to at least give them a like. Um, and I try to go back if I have time. But I follow so many people. A lot of them don't even make content anymore. I was scrolling through my the people that I'm subscribed to, and a lot of them don't even do videos anymore, from what I can tell. I used to follow this one one lady when I did the keto diet. Called her YouTube channel is cutting up keto. I think it's cutting up keto, something like that. And she's a well versed person. She was the one that I learned how to do change my Fitbit app so I could know my micros and all that stuff. But she hasn't made. She got pregnant again. I think that was baby number 5 for her. And then she did try to come back, but then I haven't seen anything from her. So I'm sure with all those babies, she's a busy lady, and she's probably having a homeschool too. But she's a registered nurse, so she probably homeschooling them. I can't imagine. Every day I knock on wood, my daughter is an adult, and I don't have to deal with this. I feel bad for the parents that have to do that homeschooling. That has got to be a nightmare. Oh, Yvonne, you lost 67 pounds. Wow. No, it was hard for me. I'm a carb person. I'm telling you. Give me some French fries. I am a happy girl. Tater tots. I am a happy girl. And I was trying to do keto during football season. Oh my goodness, it's very hard to do it during that time because even though a lot of this stuff is meat, but you got the sauces and the dips and the chips and the uh, but I tried. I think I probably tried all these crazy ways to lose weight, but it all comes down to calories in, calories out. So if you don't um, burn off those calories, no matter what you do, it's going to come back on you. So if you're doing the keto, you're gonna have to stick with the keto for the rest of your life, because as soon as you have any real carb, poof, gained a pound. That's the way I see it. I could be wrong, but that's the way I see it. I do follow another keto channel. Is it the keto channel? I don't know. It's a couple. They're in California. Hi, Angela. Thanks for joining me. I hope you gave me a thumbs up when you came in. We're talking about diets or ways of well, being vegan isn't per se not a diet. It's just a different eating. Um, no animal. Oh, and I found the vegan butter too. That's pretty cool. I learned a lot. Learned a lot. So who's working on anything crochet wise? I've been crocheting all week. I've been writing down um, myself a schedule of projects that I want to finish so I can start putting things back into my Etsy shop. And then instead of like having 15 different projects going on at one time, I can focus and say, okay, this is what I have to finish. I have to get these done now. So that's what I've done. So I did my hats and did scarves, and I'm working on my second red scarf. And that is my second bat wing, because I did the first one for my daughter, and that's my second one. Not bat, my spider web poncho. That was fun to do. But I definitely had to get myself focused, because having all of those projects was just too much. Everywhere you look, there's a hook in some yarn somewhere. Oh, you doing a blanket for the Chit Chat Queen? What kind of blanket are you doing for her? Oh, what am I crocheting? A scarf that I just realized. I started the scarf, as you can see, doing back loop only. And then here, I forgot I was doing the back loop only because I'm talking. So when I'm nearing the end of this one, I'll do the ending of it with back loops only. That way it will look balanced. I don't do a lot of back loop onlys because this is why, because I forget about it, and before you know it, I am on my way and I have messed up what I was doing. I did my other red scarf. It is yeah, back loop only, but that one I was just doing. This is a chevron, so I totally forgot I was doing the back loop only. But this is my hat. I'm so proud of this hat. I wish I could. Can you see? I think I'm going to dim this light. Maybe you can see it better. Let me see. Change the lighting. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Let me see. That's blue. Is that better? Yeah. Can you see the ribbons on the hat? You go all the way around. I'm so proud of this hat. I worked on this. I was trying to figure this out. I said, there's got to be, and I've watched some videos, but I didn't like the way the one lady did it. So I had to do it Gloria's way. But I was very proud of myself to do that. And then, of course, I had to do a ribbon scarf. So these will go into my Etsy shop and my beanies. But the red scarves are, I'm going to do 10 red scarves for the charity, and then I'll probably work on some scarves for the fall, and then start working on some for Christmas because I have some sparkly red yarn. I love that party yarn. I can't think it's Karen Simply Soft Party Yarn. I love that sparkly yarn. They are my favorite sparkly yarns. Oh, thank you, Yvonne. That's nice of you. You said a block blanket. What's a block blanket? That's something new. Are you talking about you doing separate blocks and putting them together? Or is there something block blanket I need to look up and find out what it is? I'm always searching for stuff. I'm a, I have my go-tos, but I like to do things different. But this hat, I just love doing it. I was like, I gotta figure this out. I gotta figure this out. Gotta make it work for me. Miss Chit Chat Queen should be doing her own blanket by now. Just Frogget was teaching her how to crochet. I haven't seen her Just Frogget, Lana. I haven't seen her lives pop up. Wonder what's going on with her. Does anyone follow Just Frogget? Maybe I missed them. I don't know. I haven't seen her live pop up in a while. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3. Four. I was telling Mary when she came on about the a male person in my area, not my area. She is in a different city, but the male person must have been having a meltdown. They were throwing out all of the packages out of the truck and complaining that they hated the route. So I was shocked when I saw it. I mean, I've seen I remember they had caught a male lady on video taking all of the mail to the dumpster and throwing them into the dumpster. But this lady was actually throwing, and I keep saying lady because I'm just thinking, just as it's tossing out, I'm thinking it's a lady because I'm thinking if it's a man, it'll go really far. But who knows? But that person was not happy. So I'm just hoping they don't get fired. I don't know. And it was at night when they were doing it. Because can you imagine? Then somebody just comes and grabs people's packages while he or she is throwing them out because they're having a bad night because they got stuck with an assignment they didn't like. Uh, People do the darndest things. Let me see. Oh, you saw one pop up for Froggy? Oh, I wonder what time that was. Yeah, I think that person probably lost their job too. I mean, it's bad enough they got a horrible person in charge, but then when you considering all the crap that they're going through right now, I probably would be ticked off, but I don't think I would go to that because I have to think about I need a place to live, I need a car, I need food. My daughter's still here, so she's still my responsibility. So you have to think about all this stuff. I just think the person had a breakdown at that point because I can't imagine anybody in a rational mind just deciding, okay, I want to get fired, so let me just do it this way and start throwing everything out. Not only will you get fired, but you might be prosecuted on top of that. No, thank you. I'm staying on the right side of the law. I don't want to lose my freedom over foolishness. So it says the heirloom blanket done in blocks and joined together. See, you already lost me at the joined together. I can't stand that. Someone posted they did Anno. I don't know if anybody follows Anno Crochet. She has a cardigan, but it's granny squares, different granny squares. And someone posted that they did it. They showed their work. It's beautiful cardigan. But I never had any interest in doing it because I don't like putting squares together. I did one of her skirts. She had a skirt, but the skirt was actually in diagonal. But my brain doesn't think that way, so it just was vertical for me. But I had to put all those granny squares together. And every time I was like, what was I thinking? Why did I think I was going to like doing this? So when I saw that, I told her, I said, you're a better woman than me. There's no way I'd be doing all those. And she's like, oh, it's the pandemic. I was during this shutdown, I had time. I said, even with the pandemic, I don't have that time because I've always worked from home, but I still wouldn't do that. I thought about it. It's nice to see all those different granny squares, all different designs made into a cardigan, but ugh, I'm so anti sew anything. I was with the Grafgans. Shauna showed how she doesn't weave in ends. And that's what I've been trying to do. Every time I start a project, I try to weave in that little tail so I don't have to weave it in at the end. And as you can see, no tail. That was the best thing that I learned from her, other than learning how to do a graph can, was that one little thing. Ooh, I hate weaving it. I wish I'd known her little trick when I did that corner to corner, because now my mom would have her blanket. But I didn't know that little trick, so I got a bazillion ends everywhere. It's like I can't, I just can't. So I'm gonna do her. Hopefully, I can do this window pane gingham style blanket. I hope she likes it. If she doesn't, oh well. I'll know if she likes it or not, because if it's not on her bed, I know she didn't like it. It's always the telltale sign. Do I list my email address? Yeah. It's Gigi the Crochet Queen at gmail.com. Quick and easy to remember. Everything is Gigi the Crochet Queen. Facebook, Instagram, and my email. So if you want to follow me, that's how you get to me. That's another thing I have to try to start making an email list. Maybe one day I'll be using an email list. Ooh. They have, is it the Chargers? I'm going to football now. I think is it the Chargers that have a new stadium they were talking about? That's supposed to be fabulous. And all I'm thinking, is it better than Dallas Stadium? Because that was like the number one. That was the most talked about stadium But when they showed that new stadium, I think it's the Chargers. Wow. I can't wait to see their first game. And I'm a Dolphins fan. They're going to play those ungrateful New England Patriots tomorrow, minus Brady. So we'll see. I do not like those Patriots. I'm hoping my Dolphins beat them to a pulp tomorrow. Oh, okay. Thank you, Yvonne. I look forward to seeing that. How big will it be? Is it a bed size or is it a... I think something happened to my you know what? Oh, it's raining again and it's windy. Mm, now it really sounds like the tropical storm is coming over with that wind. It's supposed to get to hurricane strength when it gets to the Gulf Coast. And of course, where is it going? Straight to Louisiana. They've been hit much too much already. And California and Oregon and is it Utah that have the fires? No, California, Oregon, and Washington State. They have the fires. Ooh, it's 65 by 55. Wow, that's pretty big. That is pretty doggone big. I'm going to work on my blankets and see where they go. My my graph game, my gingham, and finishing this scarf. Hopefully, I'll get it finished tonight because I'm only going to work on it. So I should be able to finish it tonight. I finished the other scarf while I was listening to Little John and Shauna today. So this one should be finished too. So I can start on my next projects for next week. All right, ladies. Thank you again for joining me. I'll be back next Saturday, hopefully with some new finished projects. And what else do I want to do? I think that's it. So, Yvonne, I look forward to seeing your finished blanket. Then you have to give me some instructions on it, but I won't do it. unless there's a way to do it and just keep doing it and doing it and doing it. But that's like a granny square. I don't even like doing granny squares that much. Well, you all have a good night. Stay safe, stay dry. Whatever's going on in your area. I'm going to get off because my weather is going downhill. Good night, everybody. Thanks for joining me again. Bye-bye.